Hello there, welcome back to my channel. It's Sunday and it's my time to just talk to you guys and give you a bit of an update on life. And today I kind of feel like I'm on bonus time. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know when you have accidents and you have operations and you have things in your life and you get to a point where you think, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be here anymore, and now you're on a bonus time. Well, I received a letter from my hospital this week. I have regular hospital checkups because I have many heart issues. Anyway, there was something in the letter which just kind of blew my mind a little bit, and I've been thinking about it all week, and I just thought it's probably a good idea to just get it out of my system and talk about it. And if any of you guys kind of get it as well and understand what I'm talking about, you might be able to relate to it a little bit. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. I was born with a hole in my heart, and it had some tubes and stuff going the wrong way, which is called Fallot's tetralogy. I had a heart operation at the age of 3 to fix it, open heart surgery, and I was only 3 years old, so it must have been pretty traumatic for my parents at the time. Luckily that was fine and I came through it. I was told never to do drugs and never to do, all of these things as I grew up, just to, take care of my heart and look after myself the best I could. I got to the age of 30 and I'd kind of slipped through the net a little bit from moving house from Manchester back to Yorkshire, because I moved to Manchester to study and came back. Anyway, at some point I fell through the net of the hospital appointments and I went for a hospital checkup, and they told me that 2 of my heart valves had failed. Brilliant. So I was then put in for an operation within the next sort of 3 or 4 months to have those repaired, which meant another open heart surgery. They had to break the front of my chest, and now I've got scars there and like tube holes and all the rest of it, and I had cables in my neck, not cables, tubes attached to my neck and all of that kind of stuff. So that happened, and then 5 years ago I had endocarditis. I know, oh my god. So endocarditis is basically a heart infection which destroyed yet another heart valve. So they replaced it with a melody valve, it's called, which I think is ironic. A melody valve, which is an artificial valve. So now I've got an artificial valve called a melody valve, and I've got a pig valve in my heart. Now this is 5 years ago. So I had a checkup over the phone. I know, what's that about? How could you possibly have a heart checkup over the phone? But they have actually booked me in to do an echocardiogram at some point over the next month, so they can check up on things. But anyway, so I had this thing, and we talked to them over the phone and everything, and they sent me a letter, which I've got here, which I want to talk to you about, which is why my video is here this week. So in the letter, basically it says that I'm doing okay at the moment, everything's looking good, I need to lose some more weight so I don't put pressure on my heart. I get that, I'm doing that at the moment. I've lost 10 pounds so far. Woo! We'll keep going and we'll try and get some more weight off. Anyway, there was one bit that just kind of slapped me in the face, which I was never aware of. Now, people have said to me since talking about this that they've said, well, the doctors always don't tell you what's happening because they don't want to freak you out. It turns out that the valve that I had replaced to a melody valve was super temporary, and they honestly felt that it wasn't going to work and I would need some other surgery or yet another replacement. I was kept in hospital 3 months, and I had a PICC line in, and I had intravenous antibiotics daily and all the rest of it, and I wasn't allowed out for 3 months. And the thing that shocked me the most is they never said that it was that bad. They never said that it's most likely gonna just go pear-shaped and you might not get through it and it might not work out. So it's given me another kind of aha moment where I really do feel like I'm on bonus time now. I've had 3 major heart operations, although the last one was keyhole surgery, but it's still a big deal. But I'm on bonus time. So it's kind of changed my perspective on things yet again. I've always kind of felt like you've got to live every day as your last, because you don't know what will happen the next day. I've unfortunately lost both parents. My dad passed away from cancer. My mum died 2 years later of her own choice. I don't really want to go into that. Anyway, it just made it things have been really, really tough. Anyway, it kind of makes you realise what's important and what you should be focusing on every day. And I think what I want to be focusing on now is travelling and just being a good person to other people, trying to enjoy life, not overworking. I used to overwork myself to a stupid extent. I had a studio, you'll remember when it closed. I had it for 7 years. I was there every second of the day. It was really hard going. I loved it though. I was very busy. I was used to the stress. Whereas now, things have very much changed. My life is calmer. I can kind of work when I want to work, but I've got to balance YouTube and my teaching. It's like a weighing scales, the YouTube and the teaching, to try and do that. But yeah, I've just had a bit of an aha moment this week to remember how precious life is and how you should really look after your family and spend as much time with them as possible. So if there's anyone out there watching this who's had heart issues or any issues that's made you sit up and go, actually, I need to really think about what I do every day, take this as a moment of literally take a second and go, do I want to be doing this? Is this what my life is meant to be? Am I supposed to be killing myself every day for this job? Stuff like that. Just take a moment, think about what you actually want, what really is important to you, and then crack on. So thank you for listening. I hope it kind of resonates with some of you. It's not going to change my content. It's actually going to increase my content probably, because I love making videos. It's something that makes me feel good. Love just talking to you guys and my honest children and reacting and all of that. I adore doing it. So it's not going to change that. So I'll still be here regularly, but thank you very much for listening. I hope you found it interesting and an eye-opener, and hope you'll think about your future. Maybe try not to be too moralistic about it, and ignore the blowing up. I think there's something being blown up next door. Sounds like a hot tub or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna have a nice afternoon since the sun's actually out today, which is why I'm sat in my garden. The sun's out. Well, probably for about 5 minutes. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll do more just talking head type videos as and when. And I'll probably be having a gossip about Jess's video. Oh yeah, that was an interesting one. Bye loves.